Okay, I said I would update on a regular basis as far as what's going on with my husband, Sergeant James Jones. Basically, sorry, with Fort Carson 497, the 52nd Engineers. So basically, if you haven't heard the story, my husband's being they're saying they're not calling it, they're not chaptering him out. They're not, he's not flagged. They're just, there's a code that they put on there to bar him from reenlistment. So, because of an NCOR that he's gotten that rates him from his performance on his job, and there's a few boxes that was checked that said he's no integrity and things like that. And if you knew my husband, you would go, that is crazy. This person has had to have a personal attack on this person for whatever reason, to say even his current, like his unit is deployed right now, so he has been left behind with a unit that I've talked to quite a few people, and they all agree, they're like, we could not honestly say that we see a soldier here with no integrity. Anyway, so that's just a quick catch up on who I am. Again, I'm Jeanette Jones, James Jones' wife. So I was just told today by someone. He said, look, I'll be honest with you. He said the military is downsizing, and he actually sent me an email, which I'm going to pull up and show you the picture of. He said the military is downsizing, and they are using things like DUIs, domestic violence, bad NCORs, so on and so forth. I don't know if you could see that picture. I guess not. Bummer. But basically, it's a picture that says 100,000 more soldiers at risk. And then it goes on to say, why. But basically, what I was told by my friend, which I told him I will not mention his name, he said, I've seen your logs and your videos. Continue doing that, letting people know what's happening. He said, but try not to mention me. But so I won't mention him. But he said, I am one of those who have been part of, releasing someone from service, from their duties. He said one 15 years and one 17 years. He said, and it's not fair, but it's true. And then I had another friend of mine who has an uncle who has done 16 years, who also has one bad NCOR, and then he got in trouble like 12 years ago as well. But from 12 years to current, other than 3 months ago when he got into some trouble, he was a pretty good soldier who also is falling under this. So apparently a lot of people are falling under this. So basically what my friend said is, since I've been part of that group that have released a person from their duties, and he said it sucks. It really does suck. He said, but if people, yeah, hold on. Yeah.
You see that you spider with that. Mommy, what are these spiders called? They're black and brown stripes.
Oh, you'll have to.
Black widow.
Go ahead, Steph.
Cause look, it's right on the treehouse.
Go ahead, Steph. Take a look.
That's huge. And
Okay.
that's big.
Just ask that. Sorry, that's our kiddos. So, anyways, so basically, he's saying unfair. And he said, if your husband has only been in trouble one time in 18 years, again, two of those years aren't active duty; they were reserves, but total 18 years, 16 active, or he would fall under the grandfather clause, which sucks, anyways. And he said, continue doing these video logs and putting them out there, getting people more aware of what's going on. He said, because of all the spouses he's spoken to, he only knows of a few spouses who have taken the effort alongside their husbands to make sure that the public is aware of what the services are doing to our servicemen and women. So My husband has been working tirelessly on his NCORs and his counsel statements that he's received from this gentleman. Again, he received 5 in 1 month from this guy, and I was told that this gentleman had been a part of a like a meeting about reenlistment and retention and the downsize 3 weeks prior to writing my husband all of these counsel statements. And someone who took a look at them said that they almost match. I mean, it's so to the T that it looks like he remembered what he learned in this meeting, in this class about it, and used it on the counsel statements. Like he almost took what he learned and made sure that the counsel statements match. And so, you know, if anybody wants to take a look at his counsel statements and his NCOR to look at it and see if something can be done, I have them available. I could forward them to anyone who can verify who they are, and be willing to take a look to see if there's anything that can be done. Again, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. And the worst part of this is not that he's being kicked out of the military. And again, they said, we're not kicking him out. We're just letting his ETS date come and keeping him from reenlistment. We're not chaptering him out. I'm like, you tell me what that is. But what really just throws me is that he will not receive his benefits as far as retirement or medical, these things that he's worked very hard for and has put his life on the line for, that I believe, and I'm sure many believe, that not just entitled to, but deserves. He will not be getting those. And I've sent a letter to Congress. His mother has also sent a letter to Congress, and we got a response actually. So they have requested that we send a few items to them so they can take a look at it as well. So we're not sitting on it, and I appreciate anyone who takes the time to look at these videos and listen to our story. There's so many wives and husbands out there who have a voice, and I hope that they use things like YouTube and Facebook to get that voice out and let the public know what's going on. So I will continue to update on a regular basis. Again, my husband is with someone right now critiquing, you know, this appeal to send to his chain of command and to send to Congress. Again, I mean, when I say working, from the minute he wakes up, he showers, dressed, goes out the door, I take him lunch, and he's right back in it there, because it's very important how these things are worded. I mean, you can't be biased and things like that. So he is taking a lot of time on it so it could sound professional and be non-biased. So you guys, if this is happening to you, the only way to get the public aware of it, to stop this from happening to your husband or to your wife or your son or your daughter, someone you love, you have to get your voice out there. You have to make the public aware of it. So please, 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 please comment on these videos. Make your own videos. Let the public know. I went on a ton of sites, government sites, and I've posted these videos and letting them know this cannot be done to our servicemen and women. So get your messages out there, please. It is absolutely necessary that you do so. Till then.